Welcome back, everybody. 20 minutes to the top of the hour. And breaking this morning, President Trump says the war with Iran is over. But Iranian leaders say nothing is finalized yet. And there are also reports of another Iranian attack on a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. So for more, I'm now joined by retired Air Force Brigadier General John Teichert. General, good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for your time, as always. What are you making of all this? And how confident are you that by first thing Monday morning, we're actually having both sides, under this new memorandum of understanding? What are the chances this actually takes place?
Markie, I am an eternal optimist, but I am highly skeptical for two primary reasons. Number one, because of 47 years of malign activity and bad faith negotiations from Iran. But more importantly, number two, that we were in this exact same situation 9 weeks ago. We threatened decisive activity. Iran convinced the president to have a ceasefire. But back then, the only precondition for that ceasefire was that Iran would open up the Strait of Hormuz, no strings attached. We never saw that come to fruition. We've never seen them act in good faith since then. And I'm highly skeptical that this time is going to be any different.
Yeah, the president calling this a very strong memorandum of understanding. And everybody sees the lower third here. Iran agrees to no nukes. In what world would they have just changed their mind over that?
Markie, we haven't done anything in the last 9 weeks that demonstrated some extra level of strength of capability and will that would have changed their strategic calculus. In fact, just the opposite, that all of the proportionality discussions about Iran in the last 9 weeks provoking us and us responding in a minimalist fashion confirmed their underlying hypothesis, which is that we are eager to make a deal and that we do not want to return to large-scale military operations or escalate. And that actually puts them in the driver's seat. And I'm skeptical that anything has changed in their calculus because of what we've done in the last 9 weeks.
And also, sir, on Iran, the president said, he said this exact quote: "They've taken a pounding. They want to make the deal a lot more than I do." Is that right? Has military pressure actually broken Tehran's will here? Or is the regime just, wanting to say, OK, let's agree to this for a moment, this new MOU, just buying time to rebuild and reconstitute in that window?
Markie, those comments were far more applicable 9 weeks ago than they are today, because we have not pounded them militarily in the last 9 weeks. It's been proportional responses to their provocations that probably just emboldened the regime. So I don't see that changing anything. I do think the blockade has been very successful. And I think it's been a race against the clock between the pressure on the regime because of finances and the blockade versus pressure on the president. But I don't think that that has been the factor that has driven them to the negotiating table. I think they're delaying. I think they're bad faith negotiating. And I'm fearful that all of this is just keeping the initiative in their court. And I don't think that we're going to see a good deal for us out of it.
Yeah, they've never negotiated in good faith. So I don't know how you ever trust anything that they say or agree to from here on out. But we know the president is dispatching the vice president this weekend to Switzerland. We'll see what comes to fruition. General John Teichert, thank you so much, sir, as always.
Thank you, Markie.
Well,